friends, it's Star Thrifter, and I have a thrift haul to share with you today. This is more of like what you call the bread and butter brands, which would be just like your average selling brands, not like the high-end brands. And before I was getting ready to list, I thought, I'll just do a quick video on it and show you what some of the average brands are to sell. If you haven't watched any of my other videos before, full-time reseller, I sell on eBay, and then I've been selling on eBay for quite a few years, but it wasn't full-time the whole time. And then just the last few years, it's been, I sell on Poshmark too. Anyhow, we'll get right onto it. If you like, you can subscribe. I got a bunch of other videos up if you'd like to check those out. This first item is an Abercrombie and Finch, and I don't buy a lot of this brand, but I guess some pieces sell. It's one that I probably should research more as far as the used, but this was brand new with tags, and it was worth it. This is incredibly soft. It's a men's sweater, and it's actually a 2XL, and that's another great plus. It said that the original price US was $35, and it's called the Featherweight. And I don't know, because I haven't bought, too much of this as far as brand new with tags. I don't know what what I'll list it for. But most of the items that I buy, I wait until the clothes go to $1 at the thrift stores. And some things I do pay up for or half off for. It just depends, especially, when it's the higher end brands. But on the bread and butter brands, I usually wait until everything goes to $1. And if I, paid $1 for this, if I even sold it for $19, that would be a really great return on investment. I may try to list it for $29 first. What was the original? 35. Ooh, that would be kind of pushing it. Probably around $29, because you only get about a fraction of the retail manufacturer price. And the stores sell it cheaper than that too. Anyhow, the next item, if you do me a favor and push the thumbs up button too, I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you. And I would really enjoy comments. Leave comments. I would really enjoy, I'd be very happy if you left a comment. This item here is a Life is Good. I like this brand. And they sell men and women's. And the men's, I find, sell for a little bit more and a little quicker. And they make short sleeve and long sleeve. And I think I might have sold a sweatshirt once. But anyways, the women's doesn't sell for quite as much money. $10, $15, depends on the print. However, this piece is in really good shape. A lot of times they're very faded, and they'll still sell even faded, but they have really cool looking designs. And anyways, this one, it just says simplified. And it's not like some of them will be like, camping or swimming or, things like that. But this is a really great shape, but $10, $15 maybe on that. This is a Bit and Bridal, and I don't pick up this brand that much. However, you could do some research, and maybe there's some that really sell, but this is a 2X, and that's how come I picked it up. It is it's a denim chambray, and I would classify this as a popover shirt where it buttons partially away. I don't know if it has to be halfway. I don't know, but I'll still use probably popover. And anyhow, the brand there is Bit and Bridal, but I picked it up because it's plus size chambray. I haven't done comps. Some of your plus size stuff can sell for a little bit more money, but it really depends on the piece. This will sell between $10 and $25. Oh, I apologize. I should have been showing these. This is the Life is Good. And a lot of times they'll have like a little circle, little smiley face guy on the rear, but this one doesn't. And the first item was the Abercrombie and Finch. This is a new, it's a new label too. And, so it's not like it was like old stock or something like that. There might be some of my, this is a 2X also. And this is just a St. John's Bay. And I would not pick up St. John's Bay normally in the regular sizes, but plus sizes I do. And this actually is a very beautiful shirt. It's not exactly it's not well, it kind of has a little bit of paisley in it, but so like a paisley floral, but the colors are beautiful, and this will sell, and it will sell between $10 and $20. See, the print on it, it's very, very beautiful, but I would not pick that brand up otherwise. But with it being plus size, I did pick that up. Now, I'm not saying that some of these brands don't sell that I've mentioned that I don't pick up, but it's just ones that I have chosen not to pick up. Some of them I probably should do some more research on. However, the St. John's Bay, that's not going to be a real quick or high, seller for you. And you don't want to buy stuff that's going to sit for a really long time. You really want to try to keep things moving in your store. And the more sales you have every day, the more sales it generates every day too. This is a Venus, and I do pick up Venus. However, lately, it seems like the tops haven't been selling as much, and they used to, but the dresses do a little bit more. I don't know. This is really cute. I did pick it up. It was $1. Plus, I've been really trying to get inventory because I bumped up my listing to 20 listings a day. I was doing 30 for a few days, but I decided to stay with 20 for a little bit. I really would like to do 50. However, there's a few issues with that. One, that is a lot of inventory to try to have for 7 days a week to source. The second, and I haven't been able to find online a great way to source. If you got some ways or some suggestions there, please leave it in the comments. I may try, some of the companies, possibly I did mention maybe try a ThreadUp. I don't know. But anyways, the other is room for the inventory, and because I have over I don't know, it's over 2,000 listings. I think it might be around 2,300 listings right now. And then the other is that's a lot of work, and once you make that commitment, you got to stay with it, because how many you list a day, you got to stay consistent every single day for a really long period of time, and then eventually your sales are supposed to come up with equal with how many you list a day. Right now I find it to be about half. If you list like 20, you might sell 10. But when I was listing 15, yeah, it was around 7, and it may give or take a little there, here or there. But that's Venus. I don't know now about picking up the tops, but maybe $10 or something like that, or 15. This is a Boston Proper, and Boston Proper is a catalog magazine clothing company. And anyways, their stuff's expensive, and they have some really neat stuff. Some stuff sells, some can really sit. You might want to do comps. I do pick it up. This is pretty, and it's got some like almost like a wooden beading on it or whatever, but it's Boston Proper, and it depends on the piece as to how much you list it for and how much it sells for. It really depends. And I would say I would like to sell this between $10 and $20, but if you only pay $1, that's a really great, excellent return on investment. I wouldn't pick this up other than the fact that this was, I thought it was a plus size. It's just a large. I like to pick them up in plus size, but Caribbean Joe, Hawaiian shirts sell. This is a women's, it's not a men's. But being a large, hopefully it'll still sell. If it was plus size, it sells right away. But otherwise, I don't usually pick up Caribbean Joe. But being a large, I don't know. Plus size, it would have sold right away, $15, $20. I don't know what I priced it at, with it being smaller. This is Lucky Brand, and this is just like like a long sleeve tee or whatever. And some Lucky Brand sells kind of quickly and for a little bit, and some don't. It can sit for a really long time or not sell for very much. It really depends on the piece. One great thing that I really like about Lucky Brand is that they have the style numbers, and you can Google that. And now this one's been cut off. It's been tore out, but they usually have them. For women, it would start with a 7W and then have a number. And what you do is in Google, you type in Lucky Brand, Lucky space brand space, and then type the 7W and the number, and I push on images, and it'll give you keywords to use. And I didn't used to take time to do that because I didn't think it made a difference. It does make a difference, I think. I've been doing it, and you get a lot of the keywords, and I think it does make a difference. I also put that style number in the listing, in the specifications under the model. But don't use stock photos on eBay, that they'll have on those sites where you may look it up. And I know a lot of people use them, but you're not supposed to. You can get your account shut down for that. This is just a Lucky Brand. And I don't know, with it being a t-shirt, I haven't really found too many of their women's like long sleeve tee. I really don't know on this piece. $10 to $20. But I'll tell you what, those $10 and $20 sales is what makes up for a large portion of your income. Even the really big sellers, the ones that are making over $1 million a year, they're selling things between 15 and 20. A lot of them, maybe some 25, but that is their price. But they're doing high volume. They're listing a lot every day, and then they're they're having sales every day. Of course, some of them do have people working for them, but I'm just telling you the price point, because, and they've even talked about it. I've listened to some of the YouTube videos about it, some of the really big sellers. Instead of spending a lot of money on some of the high end, they'll buy like the average stuff because they think sometimes it's easier to sell a $15-$20 shirt as opposed to a $50 shirt. Now, that depends on the brand. There's a fine line there, because if you have a really great piece and it's very popular, then it's going to sell, you know, and for more money. But I'll tell you what, I have some really high end stuff listed right now, really high end, between 50. I have a dress that's listed for, I think, $299. But it's going to take the right buyer to buy, you know, to come along to buy that piece. And they're, you know, they sit for a while. And a lot of your regular brands sometimes move quicker. Now, if their brands that don't sell very great, then they're going to sit for a really long time, and you don't want that either. Talbots. I kind of stopped picking up Talbots for a while there. I wasn't picking up very much, but lately I've been picking them up again, and some pieces sell. This is incredibly soft. It's embroidered. This is very pretty. Hopefully it'll sell $10-$15. This is, I like this Gin Jam, and this was actually a 1X, and it's called Market in Madison. No, Mercer and Madison. Being 1X, this will sell. I kind of think that the pullover shirts might be easier, but I really shouldn't say that, because lately I have been selling some button down in the plus sizes, especially anything non-iron. You find a chaps, anything in chaps sells in plus size, and Lauren Ralph Lauren, but the non-iron has really been selling, whether it's plus size or not. But this is real cute. Button down, long sleeve shirt. I do use the word shirt if it's a button down with a collar instead of blouse. Although maybe you could use blouse too. But this is the brand, and I would, you know, I picked that up only when, you know, because it's plus size. I know it's blurry. I don't know how to get it to not show it blurry. But anyways, this is a nice piece. This could sell between 15 and 20 maybe. Those, I just sold one of those plus size ones, and I don't think it was new with tags. It could have been, but I don't think it was. And it sold real quickly. I can't remember how much I sold it for. I think I sold it kind of cheap, like 19. That or 20, it was between 19 and 29. Quaker Factory. And I've been picking this up, and they're usually got a lot of like embroidery or things like that on it. And but lately it seems like some of the pieces are kind of sitting. Maybe I should rethink that. But this is a 1X. And this hopefully will sell, but it's Quaker Factory or Quacker Factory. Well, I say Quaker, but it could be, I guess, Quacker. But this is a very nice piece. It's actually, looks like in really great condition. It's soft. And, you know, it was like 15 to 20, but, you know, I don't know. I need to kind of research that brand a little bit more again. This is very pretty. It's white, and it's it's got like embroidery on it. This is a 1X Croft & Barrel. For a while, I kind of stopped. I kind of avoided picking up 1X because it seemed like they didn't sell as quickly. But lately, I've been picking them up because I do need inventory. And anyhow, this is very pretty. It's like a V-neck, almost like a t-shirt. It's got some fuzz on it. That's what it is. And I was trying to get some fuzz off the seam there. But Croft & Barrel, I only picked that up in the plus size. And this is actually a really, really nice shirt. It's very pretty. If you can see, it's got like the embroidery on it. I don't know on this piece here because it is kind of like a long sleeve tee, but I'd say between $10 and $20. And like I said, you know, that's great. You know, return on investment, that's a great selling price point. This, I think, this is a Venus too, and I don't know, but it is really cute. I don't know if it's exactly a cold shoulder, and I think cold shoulder is probably for sure not popular, you know, trending anymore. But it does sit on the shoulder like that, but then it also has sleeves. It's really, actually, it's really cute. It's got like a ruffle. This actually is really a cute top. It really is. But I guess it could be like a cold shoulder. I don't know if it'll sell, you know, because of cold shoulder, and like I said about the Venus thing or whatever, but it's really soft. Hopefully that will sell. I'll be listing it, you know, probably around between 14 and 19 is where I list most of my stuff. But I do run sales, and then I did for a while there. I've had, you know, used the coupon option and things like that. Plus I take offers, you know, but it depends on the piece. You don't want to price it too high though, because then you might not get any interest on it. But you also don't want to price it super low to where you can take offers or, you know, maybe run sales. You have to decide. This is Piranha. I always pronounce this wrong, but it's an athletic brand, and I usually find the women's stuff. But these, I found a pair of shorts. Now these I would classify a little bit more in, I say not really your high end, but your nicer brands, because this is usually a nicer brand. But it happened to be in this pile of clothing, and it's PRANA, and I've not ever come across one of their pair of men's shorts. I have no idea what I'll list these for. If I was to guess, I'd say between 15 and 25 on that. This is a, I pick up very, very little day trip, but for some reason I really like this. It's an adorable Henley. I think some pieces may sell, but some of the pieces I've had didn't really sell that quickly, and I don't usually pick it up. Write in the comments if you pick it up, but I think it used to be quite popular. And anyhow, it's day trip, but this is really cute Henley. Hopefully it will sell, but it would sell probably between probably $10 and $14. I don't think it'd sell for 15. This is a, I don't know. Oh, it's a Lucy, and for a while I didn't pick up Lucy either, and I don't really find their pieces to move very quickly at all. But I did pick it up, and hopefully this will sell because it actually really is cute. It's like an open front, kind of like cardigan shirt with a hoodie. It's actually really cute. Hopefully it'll sell. I don't know because I haven't done real great with selling Lucy pieces, but I haven't had like a shirt jacket like this. It'll be interesting, and I don't know. And for a while I think Lucy was a little bit more trending there, and maybe it's not as much now, but I don't know. I'll have to do some research on that. This is an Adidas, and I picked this up, and this one I might have paid up for like half off. They had a half off sale because it has the trifold on it, and that's what that means when it has that symbol. It's, I think it's, you can look it up, but it's like, I think TRI dash FOIL or something like trifold, something like that. But anyhow, that sells a little bit more, but you got to watch on what of these pieces you pick up and how to price it. But this is a really cute t-shirt, and I don't know, I have to do comps. It's not vintage. If you find vintage with that, oh man, or the jackets, they can sell for quite a bit of money, but I don't know for sure on this. But this is really a cute t-shirt, and it's really soft. This I picked up, I quit picking these up for a while. However, this is new at tags, but I've been picking them up even used lately, just because I need the inventory, and they do sell a little bit. This is Polo Ralph Lauren t-shirt for women's, but this is brand new at tags. And yeah, brand new at tags, I would sure pick it up. It was $39.99 original, our price it says on that. If you figure 40, this might sell for maybe 20 on eBay, brand new at tags. That's my guess. I'll try for a little bit more, but I doubt it, and it kind of looks like a small size, but, I will list in there, pony, because it has the, embroidery pony on it. This is I don't know. Oh, Brooks Brothers 346 medium, and this is a men's, and Brooks Brothers used to be a really, really great brand to pick up. However, I don't think they sell for quite as much now, and maybe as quickly, but I still pick up their pieces, and their pieces still do sell. If you're not familiar, this is one of their logos. They have like that little lamb that's always like that, and but this is one of the Brooks Brothers, and there's different lines. There's the 1818, and then there's I think they're called the red fleece, and it doesn't have to be a red fleece piece. I think that's worth more money. But this is a nice little pink polo, and I will list it. I used to list a lot of men's, and then I quit for a really long time. Now I've been listing men's again because I'm trying to get inventory up, and listings per day. And the men's stuff has been selling for a while there. I thought maybe men's stuff just didn't seem like it was moving much. But I'll tell you what, I've been having some men's sales. I sold a sweater today, and sales have been slow the last couple of days because of the holiday we just had, and with it being the Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all that kind of stuff. And I only had a couple sales today, and usually I have more, and I was kind of bummed. Yesterday, how many did I have? I don't remember, maybe 5? I don't remember now for yesterday. I had some over the weekend, and I usually have a lot more than that. And I was bummed because I had been selling between $100 and $300 a day. I think yesterday it was like $98. Today, the last time I looked, it was sitting at $42. And but you're going to have a few days like that, especially around holidays and things. And depends on what you're selling, when it's around the holidays too. It will pick up again. This is a Lauren Ruffler. This is a large. It's incredibly soft paisley. This will sell even though it's not plus size. Lauren Ruffler, I stopped picking up too for a while. I wouldn't pick up maybe all their pieces, but some of their blazers, especially any of the equestrian looking ones, or the ones that had the crest on it, or the equestrian would have maybe like a contrasting trim, or it could even be like a black, like velour or velvet trim. Those can sell for a lot of money, but in plus size it really sells. But this is a nice piece. This will sell, and I will list this between 10 and 20. I might list it for around 19. I'll have to check comps on that and then go from there. This is another Adidas piece, and this is real cute. Now see, this is not the tri-full. It's just the regular Adidas, but it's super cute. It's a little crop top. It's got the really low cut sides, which I used to always call a muscle shirt. I don't know what they're called now. If you know, write it in the comments, please. But this is called the Adidas To Go shirt, or performance tee. That's what it's called. The To Go performance tee. And I'll be using those words on the title. And that's it there. But, it's cute little D's. I don't know about this because I haven't come across one that looks like this. I don't know for sure what they'll sell, but probably between 10 and 20. This piece here is, I consider, a nicer brand, not a bread and butter brand. It's cool. And this is a really nice shirt. It's a men's shirt. Cool is like an outdoor brand, and their stuff always sells. And it sells for a little bit of money. I have to do comps on this. I don't know what this will sell for. If I guess, I'd say 20 to 35, but this is the brand. This is a very nice shirt. It's men's, and it's KUHL. And I don't know what the size is on this. Let's see. It's a medium. That's not real big, but it's a very nice shirt, and that's a little bit nicer brand. But anyhow, these are the items that I pulled out that I'm going to list. Like I said, I've been listing 20. I think I pulled 22 this time because last night when I was trying to list, and I know you probably have this happen too, you get all your stuff ready to list, and you start listing, and you start writing the stuff down or whatever, you take photos, and then you find a flaw, like a spot or a rip, or there's an issue with the item and you can't list it. And it's frustrating, and my inventory is out in my garage, so I had to go all the way out there to get more every time. Well, I had to make a couple trips. It was either last night or the night before when I was listing, and that gets really frustrating. Tonight I brought in a couple extra pieces because I for sure will list the 20 listings for sure. And anyhow, but it's really frustrating, especially if you gotten to the point where you already wrote everything down, you already took all the photos, you're getting ready to maybe bag it for to put away, and then you see the flaw. But I'm always very thank you God that I do see the flaws, because you don't want to sell the item and the person gets it and you didn't know it had a flaw. And I try to really look for it, but sometimes you just miss it. One thing I'm going to tell you, and this is a really, really great tip, when you're at a thrift store and you're trying to look at, when you're buying clothing, one of the biggest keys is that when you're holding it up, you might not see no stains on the front of this. But if you lay it flat, lay it across your cart, whatever you got to do, or if it's still on the hanger, have it on the hanger, but lay it flat. When you lay it flat is when you'll see the spots. You don't always, especially, if they're not like real noticeable. You don't always see it when it's straight up, but laying it flat, you'll see it easier. And, and one thing, always to remember, especially if you're new at selling, is to look under the arms to make sure that there's not like, stains there. And men's shirts and things, check the collar area for yellowness or wear. Those are just some extra little key things to look for. But that's a really big thing about looking, for the stains and stuff like that. Anyhow, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you could subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Really trying to grow this YouTube channel and, get some valuable content out there. I have learned the most from watching the videos, and I know a lot of people write on the Facebook posts and they may mention about how they think that a lot of the people doing the videos are scammers, and maybe they are, but I'll tell you what, as far as with mine, you will always get the exact truth. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, is somebody that's not truthful or lying. I cannot tolerate it at all, and you will get it straight no matter what. But there probably is pros and cons, of, good ones and not good ones, which ones to pick. But I've learned the most from watching the other videos. One, the brands changed that are popular quite quickly. Something that was popular a few years ago might not be popular now. Something that, and something that wasn't popular might be popular. It just changes up. And sometimes they'll mention brands that I wasn't familiar with. One recently was Aerie. I think it's is it AERIE? Something like that. Anyhow, I hadn't been picking that up, been passing it up for a long time. Well, it does sell, not for a lot, but it does sell. It's just an example. But I've learned the most from the other videos. I really have. Anyways, it's really great. And if you do subscribe, then it bumps, the video up for suggestions for other people. And maybe they'll get some valuable content out of it too. I do enjoy doing the videos. I absolutely really do love this business. I do. I love the different aspects of it. I do. I love the thrifting. Of course, we all, we really like that. But also, I do like the listings, although it gets tiring, and I know, but any job does, and no matter what you do, it can get tiring. But then I also enjoy the computer stuff, not as much. Sitting there and doing the listings on the computer, that just gets really monotonous. But, it's all right. Sometimes I enjoy that. And then I enjoy photos, although it gets tiring, I know, because you're doing a lot, because they say that you should have maybe 8 photos per listing, and that's a lot. And I edit my photos, and I'm trying not to, but I do. I still edit it, and the more listings I start doing, I'll have to do less editing. And some of the really big sellers are not editing. They're taking nice photos with nice lighting and just a nice, they're laying, a lot of them are doing flat lays. I don't do flat lays as easy as I do the mannequin. I think the mannequin's quicker and faster for me. But anyways, I enjoy, the shipping, and I really enjoy the research and stuff too. Anyhow, hopefully you've enjoyed this. Many prosperous sales to you. Thank you.